this really funny segment that was on Ethan Klein's recent stream. As you guys know, there hasn't been much developing on the story. Obviously, you know, my lawyers are still working hard. There just isn't much to add. Like, it's really funny getting comments on Twitter being like, crazy you find time to post when you're getting sued. It's like, first of all, I post maybe a couple times a week. Okay? For starters. I really don't spend enough time posting. Second, do you think that I'm personally drafting these documents? Like, no, that's what you pay the lawyer to do. What? That doesn't make any fucking sense. I personally have to sit here and write all these documents. Okay, getting sued is my full-time job. I cannot step away from any legal documents for even for a moment. It's like, okay, anyways. But yeah, there hasn't been that much to update you guys on. It's just like a slow process. What's the case for I came from iDubbbz? Oh, speaking of which, I do want to watch the iDubbbz video. I forgot to put it in my title as well. There's just so much to take care of today. So we're going to try and go through these topics as quickly as I can. Ethan is alleging copyright infringement, and I'm obviously arguing that it is not copyright infringement. Because it's not. Like, it's literally not. Why is he crying in the thumbnail? I don't know. I don't know. And I'll explain in a moment that I feel like there has to be a double agent working at the H3 podcast because they watched this clip of me. And unfortunately, when Ethan Klein watches stuff, he intentionally or unintentionally pauses in like 1 second increments. So you can't even hear someone get their full sentence out. So you have no idea what the person was even trying to say. He did this with iDubbbz's video, iDubbbz's Content Cop, where it was like, iDubbbz would be like, and that's why I think Ethan is, what do you think Ethan is? What do you think he is? I just can't believe this video. I can't believe he just has so much to say and nothing to say at all. Did I mention that iDubbbz's wife is pegging him? Did I mention that? It's just, I just think that people should know that. I just think that people should know that okay, let me press play. Going to the movie theater. What does this even mean? Literally what he's saying makes no sense. It's like, dude, if you let him finish a sentence, maybe any of us could understand what he's saying. If we could just listen to one sentence from the video, we can understand it. But anywho, they watched this video, which is like, oh my God, guys, it's so good. It's just, I want you guys to see this video. It's captioned Denims condemns Mike's comments, but it keeps feeling more anti-Semitic. It's a 3-minute long compilation from the stream that I did after Mike got banned that I would like to share with all of you. And yes, it is all chopped up, of course. Let's watch. First of all, completely unacceptable, right? Like these words in this order, completely unacceptable. It was very obviously him meaning to say zombie. I like how immediately off the, like just right off the bat, we're getting me denouncing the comments. We're getting me denouncing the statement from Mike and calling it unacceptable and saying that it was anti-Semitic. But okay, continue. Zionism. A Zionist is a constructed identity. That sentence makes sense.
Jewish is not an ethnicity. This demonic ethnicity.
I like this part because they just cut out the part where he says constructed, which makes no sense when talking about Jewishness, but it makes perfect sense when talking about Zionism because Zionism is constructed. But okay. After watching the 300th Netanyahu clip of him pulling some fucking disingenuous garbage and misspeaking, because it makes no sense to say wholly made up about Jewish. Most European Jews, Ashkenazi, have absolutely no. I love that it's so chopped, but they can't find a clip of me saying the things they want me to say. Ties to the land of Israel, the Levant, or whatever you want to call it, because they were converts in Europe. We were previously pagan Christian. I mean, again, that's why he is criticizing Netanyahu when he talks about this being like the homeland for Jewish people. Okay. Just because someone is Jewish does not, in fact, mean that they are indigenous to Israel. Why is this in here? That statement is correct. I just... Asian is not an ethnic. Like you can be Filipino or you can be Chinese. That's not what he said, but okay. You can be Sephardic or Mizrahi. The concept of an analogy is lost on these people, or all these other things. And they're all distinctly different, and pretending like they're not and just grouping them together is inaccurate, right? What is this text? They're trying so hard. Why does in the middle of the video it just says, technically true, but kind of feels anti-Semitic? And it's me talking about how Israel has an incentive to pretend like every single person who is settling in Israel is indigenous to the land to help them justify their displacement of Palestinian people. Like that is literally Israel's strategy. It has nothing to do with Jewishness at all. Like literally has nothing to do with it. Jewish is a big category. Okay? Jewish is a larger category than you guys are pretending it is, so that you can continue your ethnic cleansing. Jewish people are native to, we're indigenous to this region. It's like, wait. Jewish is a big category. The IDF goal of like pulling blonde hair, blue-eyed women and putting them in recruitment ads and saying, oh, well, they're Jewish and they're indigenous to the region. It's like, okay, just because someone is Jewish does not, in fact, mean that they are indigenous to Israel. The person who made this was trying really hard. What are these edits? Good question. They were trying so hard. That sentence makes perfect sense, and it's true, and it's accurate. It's to create a distinction between like the evil Arab terrorists, the evil brown people, and the that are actively just, they hate Western culture and they're super anti-Semitic, and that's why they're doing all of these evil, bad things. What is the easiest way to help build a dichotomy there, or like to juxtapose something that feels very acceptable to like Western culture? A blue eyes, blonde hair woman. At no point in here do I say anything about like there's no such thing as this person being Jewish. I'm talking about being Jewish and being indigenous to Israel. It's like, dog, really, the guy from Brooklyn, the Europeans that are immigrating, that are in IDF ads with blonde hair and blue eyes are indigenous, despite the fact that they are literally not indigenous and they are being used for propaganda. Because it's easier to manufacture consent about like the evil brown terrorists when you have something that like Westerners can, racist Westerners can empathize with. That's manufacturing consent for Europeans and Americans, which is the reason why I haven't been pausing. To displace people who are actually indigenous to the fucking land. I do think genuinely that his actions over the past, and his like words over the past 2 years, speak to his character.
If you live in Florida, I have an opportunity for you. If you want to earn $100,000, let me know. You are, and this is no exaggeration, literally selling.
So Westerners are racist? Did you see how I said racist Westerners? And not all Westerners are racist, because putting those words in different orders means something different. Yes, some Westerners are racist, unless you want to deny reality. Just for you, chatter, not all Westerners are racist, which was evident by my statement. And you have to be a total fucking moron to not have known that.
Out your own people.
And this was a misspeak that was bad enough that I'm inclined to agree with Twitch on this ban, because it is bad. But you have to be, I like how like I'm literally saying I agree with Twitch and they're like, this feels very anti-Semitic. It feels very anti-Semitic that Denims agrees that Mike should have been banned for that. Like, what? Be a very disingenuous person to take a look at like Mike's recent track record, like the past 3, 4, however many years. Like, even just compare that shit to like how ContraPoints treated the situation in Gaza, the genocide in Gaza, that she waited until it was safe to say that it was a genocide. And then she said, like, but you guys need to understand and be nice to Israel. And that's it. That's the whole video. And now the real reason I wanted to show that to you guys was to show you all what Ethan Klein had to say about it, which was pretty amazing. It was pretty good. I just had to play it on its own first because once he starts watching it, it's just pausing every 2 seconds and then saying, say something.
Please laugh. Anyway, moving on. Oh yeah, this is the video I've been waiting for. I saw this morning, and it is just such fun, so much fun.
First of all,
it's Denims, one of the most despicable people on the internet, defending Mike PA, one of the most despicable people on the internet, usage saying that Jews are a demonic ethnicity. She's like, no, guys, what he said was wrong, but also he's right.
What?
I don't say that anywhere in the fucking clip.
Denim, by the way, who seems to be a fan of Lolly, which
is like a very bold strategy, I have to say. Trying to sue me and claim that it's not vexatious, and then accusing me of crimes is, I don't know. I don't know, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Post source. The source that they have is one, my statements about Ava Chris Tyson, where I said, we're missing the forest for the trees when we're criticizing Ava Chris Tyson for having this poster that is not of pornographic nature, which is correct. The reason Ethan Klein showed it on his stream was because it was not pornographic, instead of criticizing Ava Chris Tyson for talking to like minors in a fucking Discord. I care a lot more about her having spoken to minors in a Discord compared to some fucking stupid poster. Are you holding a hot dog? No, I'm just this is just my lip gloss. That was it. That was the criticism that I had to make, which was me defending. That's just like, that's just reality. And then most recently, oh my God. He pulled up old art and is trying to claim that the art is lolly pornography. Unfortunately, his own community is disagreeing with him. And like, I don't think it needs to be said, but in case it needs to be said, if you think something is lolly pornography and you're showing it to an audience of 30,000 people, what the fuck are we talking about here? It's, yeah. Yeah. They're snarkers. There's all snarkers. Imagine you're saving this for your Loretta catalog. I mean, yeah, anything and everything that's relevant, obviously. You always catalog it, but yeah. This is the guy who unironically begged YouTube to demonetize Bad Empanada's video on him for his own actions. Yeah, I have no words. I just have no words. It's like, do you know it's bad when every single comment in the H3 production subreddit is like, this is a complete nothing burger. This is not worth criticizing her. This is not worth criticizing her. This definitely had boomer energy.
Lord Stinky Poo Poo shouldn't be taken seriously anymore by anyone.
As an artist, I had to skip this segment entirely because it was giving me major cringe secondhand embarrassment. Yeah. I've never been a part of the online art community, but while watching that segment, I thought her art was just giving cringy, raw XD teen girl more than pedophile. I grew up on DeviantArt and Tumblr. I totally agree with you. Well, it's odd and suspicious considering the Ava tie-in, which, again, it's like a clip chimp of me saying, we're missing the forest for the trees. You should criticize Ava Christensen for the tweets that she was making. You should criticize her for talking to minors in a fucking Discord. You should criticize her for her actual actions, because someone eventually also came out and accused her of, like, sexual misconduct and abusing her power dynamic over a fucking poster, dude. Like, there was way more here that should be criticized than this fucking poster shit. Like, but you know, but yeah, it's pretty. Do you know how fucked it is when your own audience is like, she's probably a teenager on Tumblr. Can't hold her to adult standards for that. Not like she was drawing actual lolly. Saying she enjoys lolly based on that is a huge mischaracterization. Agreed, this is truly a nothing burger. Oh my God, dude. What a world we live in. What a world we live in. Anyways, continuing.
Kind of went through. Lolly girl.
We've all jerked at the lolly.
And she's like, yeah. She's one of the people that's like, yeah. Anyway, so here she is.
I mean, if you want to make these statements, you can make the statements. I will simply archive them. That's very weird to fantasize about your your personal enemies agreeing to that crazy statement. But, oh, okay. All right. Sure.
Defending Mike from PA, who, by the way, is still banned, I believe. I don't think he's got unbanned yet. So that's more than I expected from Twitch. I expected 2 days, but it's been like a week now, I think, or almost a week. Yeah?
Yeah, it's still banned. I just checked.
Get fucked. Anyway, here's
I said 2 weeks. I'm gonna be right.
Shit, I'd be impressed if they actually cooked him for 2 weeks for that.
Fortnite.
First of all, completely unacceptable, right? Like,
okay,
these
good.
words in this order, completely unacceptable.
Oh, pause it. Great. Let's move on.
Although I don't like the way she said.
Great take.
I don't like the way she said the words in this order. Like there's a certain way to say this and get this idea.
No, it's that if you put different words in different orders, you get different sentences that mean different things. That's it. That's all that means. If you say Zionism is a constructed identity, that's not anti-Semitic. If you say Jewishness is, that is anti-Semitic. Yes, those words in that order are anti-Semitic. That's all that means. It's the only thing that means. English major, by the way.
Without, showing your ass too much. He dog whistled a little too loud. Thank you.
It was very obviously.
Okay, now it goes sideways, Dan. God damn it.
Him meaning to say Zionism.
No,
a Zionist is a constructed identity. That sentence makes sense. Which in the clip, Mike says it is a constructed identity, which is accurate. Zionism is a constructed identity. Jewishness is not a constructed identity, and that sentence makes no fucking sense.
Zionism is an identity. It's a fucking philosophy even. It's not even an identity. What are you talking about, you dope?
Zionism is a philosophy. What is it based on? Murdering fucking brown children? The morality of murdering brown kids?
God, she's so dumb.
Identity? That sentence makes sense.
Jewish is not an ethnicity. This demonic ethnicity.
And they remove the part. They're in between those two sentences is when he says it's constructed. But of course it's clip trimmed. You're watching the 300th Netanyahu clip of him pulling some fucking disingenuous garbage and misspeaking because it makes no sense to say wholly made up about Jewish. Most European Jews, Ashkenazi, have absolutely no ties to the land of Israel, the Levant, or whatever you want to call it, because they were converts in Europe. We were previously pagan Christian. I mean, again, that's why he criticized.
That is completely a total lie. And again, it's just further the agenda that all these people have in denying Jewish heritage in the Middle East. And also Ashkenazi Jews, their DNA lineage does track back to ancient Judea, which is obvious, right? And now, that doesn't entitle them to colonize the land because their ancestors lived there thousands of years ago. But these people you're talking to are not colonizers. They were fucking born there. If they're
The people who are literally settlers, who have citizenship elsewhere, the people that I'm talking about from Europe or from fucking Brooklyn or whatever, those people were not born there. And I was only talking about those people. I was only talking about the people who are settlers. Like, what?
colonizers, then so is your ass in fucking Dearborn.
That's true.
Did you ask the ghosts of the Native Americans that got... oh, she's not?
You're thinking of Frogan.
Yeah, where's she from? It doesn't matter.
You mixed up the brown women.
Frogan's from Dearborn, shout out.
Anywhere you live in America, sorry. Anywhere you live in America is on the an Indian burial ground, you know what I mean?
And guess what my position is on that? We should give the land back. We have eminent domain that we use for lots of way less important things, in my opinion.
A sentence with, that doesn't give you a right to colonize, but if you don't think that they are colonizers.
Yeah, it's almost like my position is consistent with this. We have eminent domain for a reason. We use it for things like kicking brown people and black people out of neighborhoods so we can build ugly fucking freeways. I don't see why we can't do the same thing, but give the land back to indigenous people, or at least like the spiritual sites, like Mount Rushmore. I'm sorry. We have enough photos of Mount Rushmore. We can just give it back, really, genuinely. Guys, please. My cats are fighting. One second. Worms. Stop. Stop. The worms are fighting. What were we talking about? So I'm trying to make sure my cats are not fighting anymore. Hang on, I'm an Aboriginal Australian. How do you just give the land back? We can't just come back in and control the land. You know, where are you guys going to live? Okay, well, I don't know whether or not Australia has a policy similar to eminent domain here in the U.S., but basically the TLDR is when there is land of X value and that the U.S. government wants, whether it's to build a freeway, stop fighting, stop. Whether it's to build a freeway or to build a museum or a new town hall, you can, or like a train, a new line of anything, anywhere. You can purchase, the state has the right to purchase the land at fair market value. So if the property's worth $100,000, they spend $100,000 to buy that property, whatever is a fair market rate. And then you can level it and build whatever else you want. This is not land back, to be clear. I'm saying we can give the land back. Those are separate statements. Land back and giving the land back are different sentences and different sentiments, and they mean different things, even though technically it's the same two words next to each other. That seems okay. Well, yeah, this has been my policy since day one. Like, dude, it was actually my Joker moment, realizing that Mount Rushmore, or finding out that Mount Rushmore was a spiritual site for indigenous people here in the U.S.
19 months, no brain rot, DNML.
It's like, are you fucking kidding me? We carved some ugly, pasty-ass slave owner fucks onto this spiritual site while we were actively genociding the natives here. Like, I don't want that shit. We have enough photos of that shit. We can give it to them. We don't need it. We don't fucking need it. And if they want to fucking TNT blow that shit up, they want to draw some big mustaches and broken teeth, they can do that. I don't want it. I really don't give a fuck. Stop it. Stop. Stop. She's not interested. She's not interested, Mayor Cat. She's not interested in playing with you right now. She wants to chill. I'm gonna put you in gay baby jail, Meerkat. If you keep it up. Okay. Moving on. All right, that's it. In gay baby jail. That's it. That just means I kick him out of the room. She's just chilling, dude. She's relaxing. She's chillaxing. She's max-laxing, dude. She's just trying to get some sunshine in this room, and he's like bothering her. And she's like hissing at him, and he doesn't want to leave her alone. So I put him outside and I close the door. Let me... All right. Okay, moving on. Sorry about that. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, this is just a consistent position that I have, that I think that like any spiritual sites that we have that no one is fucking living on them, we can easily give those back. Like, we don't need Mount Rushmore. I'm sorry. No one relies on Mount Rushmore. No one's like suffering if we don't have Mount Rushmore anymore. We can easily. And everything else, any other spiritual sites that are important, but they have a lot of people living on them, I don't see why we can't have eminent domain take place here. Like, I'm absolutely for giving back as much as we feasibly can to the indigenous people. We genocided them. The U.S. literally fucking genocided them. It's really the least we can do to give back some of the important land. I mean, ideally all. But it's ugly as hell too. I know, right? Like, it's hideous, hideous, hideous. Okay, moving on. All right. So yeah, being like, hey, Denims, you're from Dearborn, mistaking me for Frogan. Oh, would you give back the land? Yes, actually. Yes. Actually, yes. Correct.
Sorry.
Frogan.
Yeah, where's she from? It doesn't matter where she's
Frogan's from Dearborn, shout out.
Anywhere you live in America. Sorry. Anywhere you live in America is on the an Indian burial ground. You know what I mean? Like, did you forget to ask somebody if it was okay if you lived in where you lived? You know what I mean? Like, if you're born there and you don't have citizenship or opportunity to move anywhere else, you're not a colonizer.
It's almost like no one was talking about people who were born there, and everyone's been talking about the literal settlers. That we have video evidence of them saying, well, if I don't steal it, somebody else is going to steal it. They feel need to address indigenous land practices and refer to those. Correct. For a country that's only been around for some 200 years, some of your monuments are ass. Listen, I've said it. I will die on this hill. I don't give a fuck. It's such a cold take. The most beautiful parts of the Americas, of North America, are the parks that already exist and already existed. There's a reason that the Europeans, especially the British, came to America, all right? And they came from their fucking marshlands and their fucking cold and rain. And they were like, wait, land can be beautiful? It's so not gray. I have to paint this immediately. This is insane. This is gorgeous. It's gonna bring me to tears. National parks are goated. I mean, Yellowstone Park? Are you fucking kidding me? Don't get me wrong, like, I am partial to cities. I am partial, especially like big cities. And there are definitely like things that we have built that I think are very, very beautiful or pleasing to look at. I love a good skyline, okay? I am a New York City girly. I won't lie. I do really like the New York City skyline. Also like the Golden Gate Bridge. Like, we have things that are beautiful that we have built. But the most beautiful things here in America, the parks, the Grand Canyon, Yellowstone Park, the Colorado Mountains, like, I'm sorry. Those are prettier than I think anything we can build. So you agree then immigration is bad? I know this is going to be difficult for you, so I'll hold your hand when I say this, okay? Immigrating to another country where you work for pennies on a dollar and have your labor exploited and then get deported to some random fucking prison, some random fucking concentration camp from El Salvador when you're not El Salvadorian is not the same as being a colonizer and genociding hundreds of thousands of people. Those are different things. I know. Listen, when you find the hundreds of thousands of Mexicans that are showing up at our border, that are mass killing people and then taking the land, please show it to me, please. Yes, because I know, crazy. I wouldn't be in favor of that. I know. Crazy how that is. That's crazy. That's crazy. Wow. Pretty sure it's just Salvadorian. Oh, okay, thanks. Most beautiful part of America is the Bass Pro Shop Pyramid. Okay. All right, there is one nice American monument, and it is the Bass Pro Shop Pyramid. You won't pull me up when I rage bait. How bizarre stuff. All right, let's keep watching.
You're born there. You're just living. Is some original sin? Is that what we're doing?
Sizing Netanyahu when he talks about this.
You add a lot to the leftist space DNM love has out.
Thanks, Firepuff. Being like the homeland for Jewish people. Okay. Just because someone is Jewish does not, in fact, mean that they are indigenous to Israel.
Nobody's saying that. Nobody.
It's not true. Netanyahu is saying that. What the fuck are we talking about?
Well, some people try and make that claim.
Well, the claim they make is that the ancient roots are there.
Right? Sure.
But saying, how did she word it? Let me see.
Just because someone is Jewish does not, in fact, mean that they are indigenous to Israel.
Well, I guess it depends how you're
I had to show this to you guys. Like, he's going to reach so hard, he's going to hurt his back, dude. Like, this is crazy. He's just trying to find an issue with the words that I'm saying when there's nothing wrong with the words that I'm saying.
How far back do you want to go?
Right.
My lawyer can't do fucking shit.
Fuck. Contraman, thank you for the 10 gift subs. Thank you.
Exactly.
We're
all indigenous to Africa if you go all the way back.
Yeah, again, this is why this whole like blood and soil fucking like who belongs.
And then they make my argument for me, and they're like, Denims is so dumb. She couldn't make this argument that she made and then we made also. Saying you have an ancient tie to like some land doesn't give you the right to justify or to genocide the people that are living there, that currently are living there, and their past like 20 generations have been living there. Like, I'm grabbing a water really quickly. One sec.
Where argument just falls apart. It's nationalism. It's just bad. It's just bad and gross. Yeah. It's always just bad and gross.
Side of the coin.
Asian is not an ethnic? Like,
why is she's adopting the dipshit language? She's so stupid. She doesn't even know that that's not appropriate. She says Asian is not an ethnic. Pull that, Zach. Okay. We have now 2 online social.
It's almost like I was quoting Mike and saying, if he had said this, that'd be very different. Or if he was saying it this way, we wouldn't take an issue with it. We would understand what he was trying to describe. To be clear, yes, you should say ethnicity. Ethnic is not accurate. I shouldn't say ethnic. No one else should say it. You should say ethnicity.
socialist dipshits saying something is not an ethnic.
It's catching on, bro.
I mean, guys, join the party.
Jewish people. Okay. Just because someone is Jewish does not, in fact, yeah. There is something really funny about making fun of someone for misspeaking and then being like, dipships. People. Okay. Just because someone is Jewish does not, in fact, mean that they are indigenous to Israel. Asian is not an ethnic. Like,
why did you say that? It's not
So I
an
have to go back to show
ethnicity.
it.
An ethnic. You watched Mike say the dumbest thing we've ever heard, and you said, I want to adopt that into my language. Truly stunning stuff
You
here.
can be Filipino, or you can be, again, making fun of someone else for misspeaking as if you've never misspoken. Which, by the way, there's another really funny segment in here that I have to show you guys. And then proceeding to say dipships. Chinese. You can be Sephardic or Mizrahi or all these other things. And they're all distinctly different, and pretending like they're not and just grouping them together is inaccurate, right? What is this text?
Why the fuck are you even talking about this? You are so out of your element. You have no idea. Jesus Christ.
Jewish is a... So we're not going to actually argue the point that I'm making about how Israel likes to call itself the home of the Jewish people to help manufacture consent for displacing indigenous Palestinian people with some fuckers from Brooklyn. You're not going to argue the point. You're just going to say, you're dumb. Okay, well, actually, you're stupid. Big category.
Oh, yeah?
Okay? Jewish is a larger category than you guys are pretending it is.
So now she's LARPing as some kind of like Jewish historian scholar?
So that you can continue your ethnic cleansing. Jewish people. LARPing as a scholar. So let me just get that right. Let me just get that right. What you're telling me is
Nothing to say?
nothing to say. Nothing to say. Nothing to say? Nothing
Say
to
something.
Say something. Come on, man.
No comment.
No comment. No comment. He can't argue any of the points because he doesn't disagree with any of the points because what I'm saying is true.
Hey, my name is Silboy. I made a song called Protest on 2025. I think if you played it on stream, it would be hype for your followers' link.
People are native to... Why defend Mike in the first place? Why not admit he was wrong and move on? Well, I can tell you didn't watch the clip because I literally said he should have been banned for that. But if you want to get mad at nothing, like, you can go, like, punch the clouds, okay? We're indigenous to this region. It's like, wait. Jewish is a big category. The
What do you
IDF
mean
goal
by that?
of, like...
What do you mean by that? She goes, you think Jews are from this place? Jews are a big category. Okay.
Well, you know, there's something crazy that's happening here, which is when you pause, you don't let me explain what I meant by that. And if you press play, I get to explain what I meant by that, why I said Jewish is a big category, and the follow-up that I'm going to make once you let the video play.
Okay.
Pulling blonde hair, blue-eyed women and putting them in recruitment ads.
That's insanely fucking pathetic propagandist lie. Like, they're trying to...
It's what? They have done this. Israel's done this. Israel has pulled blonde-haired, blue-eyed women for their IDF ads. That's not a lie. It's true.
Now they're being like, oh yeah, Israelis want to be Nazis. Blonde hair, blue eyes. Shut up.
That's not what I'm saying. Blonde hair, blue-eyed women and putting them in recruitment ads.
So fucking stupid.
And saying, oh, well, they're Jewish and they're indigenous to the region.
By the way, this might blow your mind, but...
I like how I explain it, and he's about to misrepresent it because he wasn't listening, because he's not capable of listening. Where I literally say, first of all, it's to make a distinction between the evil terrorist Arabs, and the easiest way to make that distinction is the complete opposite of like someone who's tan, dark hair, dark eyes, someone who's white, or like pale, fair skin or whatever, blue eyes, blonde hair, right? Something for Americans to sympathize with, since Americans have never been able to sympathize with brown children getting bombed. Second, it's pulling someone like that for an IDF ad and then pretending like they're indigenous to the region. That's the insane part. That's the insane part. That it's like, oh, well, I'm indigenous to Israel. Unlike these brown people, these terrorist brown people that were allowed to genocide. I'm allowed to settle because I'm indigenous, unlike these people. So come on, you can move out now.
But there are blue-eyed, blonde people living in Israel, right?
Yes, that's what I said. That's what I said. Yes.
And their families are Ashkenazi. We all know that. Ashkenazi people know that we're not from like modern day the land of Israel, right? But if they're born there, dipshit, then they can't fucking leave, can they?
It's crazy that I'm talking about settlers and you're talking about people born there over and over and over again. Also, like, you can go to, like, look at the history of America, right? It's like a completely separate talking point. If white people immigrated here to the U.S. and they were born here and they couldn't go somewhere else, that still doesn't make them native or indigenous to the land.
Or maybe I'll do what Hassan says and go back to Iraq. Iraqi Jews can go back to Iraq, no problem. Is that your theory there, Denims? Genius?
I didn't comment on people born in Israel, like, at all, in any part of this. And it's like, okay, just because someone is Jewish does not, in fact, mean that they are indigenous to Israel. That does not. That's manufacturing consent for...
God, anytime someone says that is like the... Oh, this is the dumbest person alive.
What do you, I don't understand. What does that even mean?
It's some nom-chum.
Anytime someone brings up manufacturing consent, it shows you that they're the dumbest person alive. It's from Noam Chomsky. And then Zach or whatever in the back being like, I don't even know. I've never even heard that term before. I'm the smarter one here. I've never heard that term before. What does that mean?
Chomsky. Oh, this is the dumbest person alive.
What do you, I don't understand. What does that even mean?
It's some Noam Chomsky fucking...
Manufactured consent?
It's like... It's this buzzword that they always use. I think it's like when you creating propaganda in a country to justify war in another country. So you're creating consent amongst the citizenry to go to war.
I mean, that's one example of it. That's not what manufacturing consent is. Manufacturing consent is a broader, there's a broader definition for that, right? It's using the media to tell the people of a nation how to feel, and then telling them that they're allowed to be upset or want X, Y, or Z thing, right? It's to manufacture their consent for less taxes, lower taxes on billionaires, because we need trickle-down economics. It's manufacturing consent for a genocide in Gaza. It's that, like, the media, because it relies on advertising, because it relies on sponsorships, because it relies on money to keep the media going, and because it's all made up of these massive fucking, modern media in America, modern news networks in America are just giant conglomerates with a bunch of channels pretending to be, you know, independent media, like Sinclair Media, that one video of, like, every single newscaster saying the exact same fucking script. But anyways.
Right? I don't know. Who gives a fuck? Okay. Dumb.
There's just something so amazing about calling someone else dumb and then saying Noam Chomsky and then giving a poor definition of something and then saying, who cares? Europeans and Americans to displace people who are actually indigenous to the fucking land. I do think genuinely that
Jews did live there, by the way.
Just going to miss the point completely? Okay.
In modern day, a lot of Jews did also live there, by the way.
That his... So the thing that I'm criticizing in the clip that you're watching, the manufacturing of consent by saying that Jews lived there 2,000 years ago. Literally the thing that I'm criticizing in this video, in this clip. Actions over the past, and his like words over the past 2 years speak to his character.
Absolutely.
You live in Florida. I have an opportunity for you. If you want to earn $100,000, let me know. You are, and this is no exaggeration, literally selling out your own people.
And this was a misspeak that was bad enough that I'm inclined to agree with Twitch on this ban because it is bad. But you have to be a very disingenuous person to take a look at like Mike's recent track record, like the past 3, 4, however many years. Like even just compare that shit to like how ContraPoints treated the situation in Gaza, the genocide in Gaza that she waited. He looks mad that you agreed. I know. I don't understand. I don't understand. Until it was safe to say that it was a genocide. And then she said like, but you guys need to understand.
I fucking despise how people talk about
what does any of that have to do with whether Twitch was justified in banning him?
This is so peak, dude. This is so peak. Pause the video right before I'm about to make the point and then say, I don't get what this has to do with this. I don't get how these things are related.
None. They like to group like all these, like they go liberal Zionists. They call people like me in ContraPoints who don't like aren't in favor of like mass, frankly, ethnic cleansing the Jews that are there now who were born.
Frankly, ethnically cleansing the Jews that are there, born there now. What the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck is this reach?
There. So they hand wave us all as liberal Zionists.
No, I understand that.
Just let me let the sentence play again.
So they hand wave us all as liberals. Cleansing the Jews aren't in favor of like mass, frankly, ethnic cleansing the Jews that are there now who were born there. So they hand wave us all as liberal Zionists.
No, I understand that. That's not.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yes. Everyone who is arguing for Palestinians to have equal rights in Israel, to be able to use the same roads, to be able to live in the same street, to be able to have businesses on the same fucking, in the same zip codes, to not have to have fucking barricades outside their door. All of those people are demanding the ethnic cleansing of Jews. Like, what the fuck? And because you're against this thing that doesn't exist, or this thing that people don't adhere to or believe in, that's why you get called a liberal Zionist? What the fuck?
Oh, I'm confused by it.
It's unrelated. She just...
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
The position of what? I don't want any more settlers, and if you've moved to Israel in the past decade, you should go back to the wherever you're from whatever European country you're from whatever American city you're from, and you shouldn't be able to just waltz in and then say, well, this is my home now and I'm a settler and I have American citizenship and I moved here 5 years ago, and now if you move me out, you are asking for my ethnic cleansing. Like, being against that, like, what the fuck? Asian is not an ethnic?
Asian is not an ethnic.
Not an ethnic?
But I despise the way that these people now talk about ContraPoints. Like, she came out, she knew that she was going to get hell for expressing her opinion in the space she exists. She didn't wait till it was safe. She waited until it was the most unsafe time to express that opinion, that went against the grain. And
she literally waited until after the arrest warrant for Bibi Netanyahu and Yoav Gallant. She waited for after any politicians were allowed to say, or even considered saying, that there's an ethnic cleansing, considered saying that there's war crimes, considered saying that there's a genocide. She waited 2 years to say, okay, they might be doing a genocide. But you guys are being really mean to Israel. She literally waited until it was safe to say that.
Look what happened. Now all the dipshits like you are falling in line to lie and shit on her. Like, give me a break. You want to talk? You
lie and shit on her is reading her statement on stream.
You only ever take the safest, most obvious take. Okay, when have you ever taken a brave stance on anything? I guess saying that my... Well...
What was he going to say? I need to know. I want to know so bad. What was he going to say?
I guess saying that my... Well... We'll see. Anyway, that's Denims.
Oh, dude. Sorry. I wanted to share that with you guys because it put a smile on my face, okay? Seeing someone try so hard to use this clip of me completely chopped up. Like, none of these segments play for more than, 10 seconds at most? Some of them are like 2-second segments. And they still... And there's even text on in the middle of the fucking video that says, okay, technically true, but feels anti-Semitic, ? And try so hard to make that into something that it's not. Also, I explained why I brought up ContraPoints, which they would have known if they had let it play. If they had let it play, they would have known. I brought up ContraPoints to say that Mike has stood by a lot of dangerous positions to hold on the left, like, for example, criticizing what is it called? Sorry, I'm thinking of the positions I want, or I'm trying to remember the chronological order of these things. Criticizing people like Bo, criticizing people like Vosh way back before it was acceptable to do that. Criticizing people, criticizing Israel for conducting a genocide like a month after October 7th. Because the words that Israeli officials were saying, the Israeli government was saying, we're going to starve these people. These are human animals or something. That there will be no food, no water, no electricity. Like, he stood by these positions. What that feels anti-Semitic part meant was true, but Denims, who was brown, said it, so I think it was anti-Semitic, says a chatter. Yeah. Not to be the friend that's too woke, but I feel like every single thing that comes out of his mouth is vaguely misogynistic. Says one chatter. But you were wrong, Denims. Chatters were saying that he literally was saying Jew, apparently. I don't know why people are saying this, by the way. We'll talk about the mic thing really quickly. I've seen a handful of people saying, no, you're wrong, Denim. You're wrong about what Mike was saying. You're wrong. No. I was very accurate with what I said. I said that he...
viewers would like this song as a rally cry for the masses.
Bro.
It's called Protest.
Muted. But I was accurate with what I said. I watched his stream covering it yesterday, the first hour of his stream where he talks about it. And I spoke to him afterward. What he said was anti-Semitic and he should have been banned and it was unacceptable behavior and he should apologize for making anyone feel unsafe and for engaging in rhetoric that is anti-Semitic. Saying that, saying what he said about it being demonic. I don't want to get fucking clip jimmed, which I know it's going to happen, but whatever. That's unacceptable and it plays on anti-Semitic tropes, which he says in his stream. He also explains that he was trying to explain, or sorry, he also explained that what he was trying to talk about was the fact that Jewish is an ethno-religion and that Bibi actively uses Israel being the home of the Jews or being the home of the Jewish people as a way to manufacture consent. Even though this is a big camp and you can't cleanly put every single person in this group, and you only do it because it benefits the state of Israel and their settler colonial agenda. What I said is accurate. That's his position, and I would know that that's his position. I literally watched his stream yesterday where he apologized and he said he was playing, whether he intended to or not, or sorry, even though he didn't intend to, he played on anti-Semitic tropes and it was completely unacceptable, and he apologized for it. And he apologized for making people uncomfortable, and he apologized for engaging in the language at all, and that he should never engage in that type of language. And he also explained later more accurately what he was attempting to talk about. So I don't know why people are saying, no, he said he didn't misspeak. That's not accurate. No, he wanted to make sure that his apology was seen, and he wanted to make sure people understood that he apologized, which is why he led with apologizing. And then later explained what his intention was and how he fucked up. I was watching Mike before this, and he said something like yesterday's stream was emotionally raw. I mean, yeah, that doesn't disprove any of the things I said. If anything, it proves the things I've said. You know if he'll put a VOD from yesterday? I have no idea. I don't know. But like, I don't really, like, you don't have to, if you don't want to watch Mike's stream, you don't have to watch Mike's stream. I don't care. Like, I'm not going to tell anyone to watch anyone in particular. That doesn't matter to me. What I am going to say is just, he explained yesterday very clearly that he apologizes, that it was unacceptable, that his behavior was unacceptable, that he understands that Twitch needed to take action, and it was reasonable for them to take action. And then he explained his intent afterward. You said earlier he misspoke and meant to say Zionist and not Jewish, but you said what you said right now is accurate. Yeah, when he was talking about a constructed identity, he was talking about Zionism. That's accurate. There are two parts of this. There's the part where he says it's wholly constructed. And then there's the part where he talks about it not being an ethnicity. The part talking about it not being an ethnicity, he corrected on his stream after apologizing and said that he meant ethno-religion. And then the part where he said it's constructed, he was obviously not talking about Jewish. That doesn't make any fucking sense. He was talking about Zionism being a constructed identity. Both of these things are true. So like, I watched his stream and I spoke to him and I wanted to understand how he got to these positions. Like, huh? Okay. All right. Moving on. What I really wanted to show all of you was this. Okay. All right. I think you guys will like this segment, all right? The Marlboros are gone on this one.
I think everybody's going to be surprised by this. We heard from the legal counsel of a new app, someone who we haven't heard from before. The H3 Snark mods have banded together and hired a boutique law firm located in San Francisco, which makes me raise my eyebrow.
What makes it boutique?
It just means like a small specialized. Okay. They seem like professionals.
Okay.
A boutique law firm in San Francisco to represent all of them. And the reason they've hired this lawyer is to challenge our subpoena request.
They don't want names.
This is the guy who made fun of me for misspeaking 2 seconds ago when I didn't say ethnicity. Please, just get some popcorn, chat. Please enjoy this.
They're scared. They're scared. Whatever's in there must be bad.
I respect the H3 Snark, and I believe that they're being silent.
Shut up, Adam. But the truth is, all we actually are asking for and need is their names.
All we need is their name. All we need is the information that they don't want to release because they don't want to be doxxed. That's all we need. We just need the information that doxes them. I wonder why people on the internet wouldn't want to be doxxed. I wonder why anyone on the internet doesn't want to get doxxed. That's crazy. Especially following like the one guy that got, he said his mom was having like bomb threats called into the school that she worked at. And his like sister's Instagram, and she's like underage, is getting like rape threats on it after he pulled up that one guy's Instagram because he had the audacity to say like go to hell or something like that.
So that we can serve them, right? So they're gonna have to do this motion to squash, which is very interesting. It's gonna essentially, they're gonna have to
motion to squash,
argue on behalf of the three defendants that what they did was not infringement, to therefore make themselves ineligible to be subpoenaed. So they have to, it's going to be basically a motion to dismiss in the form of a squash, because they have to argue that
in the form of the squash
argument on behalf of them. So it's going to be it's
motion to carry, Your Honor.
This is going to happen sooner than all the other stuff, and it's going to be very interesting to see how that plays out, because I think it's going to establish where this whole thing is going. Because if the judge says no to that, it's this, and I believe it's the same judge that's on Denim's case. Then that is not looking good for Denim.
Do you see? Who is the double agent, dude? Who's the double agent putting squash on the screen and pulling up the squash sport?
If the judge grants it, then it's like they don't think we have a case, right? If the judge denies it, it means they're all fucked, frankly.
Right.
And so they've made a weird step here in doing this. I assumed, what are you doing, Dan? Is this not interesting enough for you?
No. I was trying to supplement, give supplemental information.
I'm learning more
on
about
the legal
squash.
terms that you're throwing around.
Yeah. I think it's helpful.
Wait. I don't know if I can have two screens at the same time, but we can try. Hold up. I think we can.
Right?
How's that helpful?
I learned about world squash.
Go ahead. You want to talk about
English squash.
Well, squash is sometimes, it's called squash rackets. It's a racket sport played by two single or four players.
Maybe pull up a video so they know, Dan.
In a four-wall court with a small hollow rubber ball, and the players alternate striking the ball with their rackets. Kind of sounds like tennis.
Pull up a video, Dan. You know why?
Sure. Yeah.
Why?
I'd be happy to. Squash game.
Just...
Do you think there's any?
So pissed.
Squash game.
Just...
Do you think there's any snarkers who actually
Here's everything you need to know.
Here's everything you need to know about
Play
squash.
Start with the basics. Non-marking shoes, a racket, and a squash ball.
Oh,
Ready?
you need a racket.
Let's go.
Genius.
Serve from these boxes, hitting the front wall above the service line
against
and
the wall.
landing in
That's
the
not like
opposite
tennis
quarter.
at all.
Don't let the ball
It's like
bounce twice.
racquetball.
Yeah,
Keep the rally
right.
going by hitting the front wall before the ball hits the floor.
This.
You can hit the side walls and back walls
is fun.
first. Just keep it in play. Score points by making your opponent miss or hit out of bounds.
I was just about
6
to
to
ask.
11 wins. But
Handball
don't
with a
forget,
racket.
you'll need to win
Right,
by
yeah.
2 clear points.
Oh my god, just like elementary.
If your opponent stops you getting to the ball, call a let and the point's replayed. But if your opponent stops you from hitting it, it's a stroke. Point to you. Squash is an incredible sport to play. So.
Okay.
So,
Now, just to be clear, squash in a legal sense has nothing to do with the game squash. And, you know, for someone who accuses me of wasting time on the show, I really have to wonder.
I thought that was
where your
very
head's at.
helpful.
Facts.
Helpful for who?
I just learned about squash. I didn't know about that
Facts.
before.
You know about legal squashes?
I'm sure
Oh, now
Dan will
you wanna
probably
do the
break it down
vegetable?
for us.
Bro, what are you doing? This is
well, no,
important.
I
People wanna
listen.
know.
I feel like I owe it to you to make up for that. I took that in totally the wrong direction. I did not understand what you meant.
Legal squash. Legal squash.
Right.
Legal squash. Legal squash. Oblivious to the whole. Thank you for the 5 gift subs. Starting the hype train. Legal squash.
Legal sense.
No,
That's
these
a
are.
vegetable.
I believe these can be traveled across state lines. Nope.
No, I believe these can be traveled across state lines. Legal squash.
My lawyer can't do fucking shit.
Legal squash. Legal squash. Oh my god. I've heard of quiet quitting, but this is hilarious. This is so much funnier than quiet quitting. Also, holy shit, experts, thank you for the 10,000 bits. Can we get a let's fucking go? Conjureman, thank you for the 10 community gift subs.
Legal sense.
No,
That's
these
a
are.
vegetable.
I believe these can be traveled across state lines. No problem. You can. A lot of them are probably imported from the Southern American
That's got nothing to
nations.
do with what I'm talking about.
I think that's Mesoamerican. I was. See, I do know a thing or two about squash.
Also,
That was off the dome, bro.
Squash
Chat
is
saying-
That
it's a
squash
motion,
knowledge you
it's
just got.
illegal.
That
This is the funniest segment I have seen them do since the Hassan fallout, and he's so mad about it.
was right here.
It's a legal motion.
Chat saying it's quash, not squash. Legal quash.
Quash.
Yeah.
Quash? I don't think so.
I
could
looked
be
it up.
wrong.
Give you the definition.
Means to nullify, void, or officially reject something in a legal
Oh, it's
context.
called a quash?
So you told me that you were squashing it, and I
Yeah.
went down this whole rabbit hole about various forms of squash, and you're coming at me like I'm wasting time?
But when you say, have I been saying this? When you say something got squashed, like it got smashed.
Well, yeah, you could say that.
Squash the beef.
Yeah, squashing.
But
That's
is it,
not a legal term.
Not, yeah, it might
think
be
that's
not be
illegal.
illegal.
so it is squash when you say, oh, you got squashed.
Dan, could you appease me for 1 second and click that link in the Discord?
Can I what?
Can you click that link in the Discord for me?
Absolutely.
So this is my favorite air freshener. It's squash scented. It's
You
great
can
on
freshen up any dank space with this.
it's great on carpets for your car, interior. It's squash, yeah.
Being paid by them, Zach?
Quashed.
No.
Not yet.
well, that's a free ad then.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
So,
Like it crazy.
So I was researching legal squash. I'm sending a picture here. This is a
Squash.
Oh,
yeah.
Squash.
So this is what you were talking about probably.
Squash.
This is a lawyer squash.
Squash.
Ethan.
Squash.
I see it. I don't know what you want me to do, guys.
Ethan's like
Squash.
he's checked out of
Squash.
this conversation.
I was trying to do an important update. I don't know what.
Squash. Squash.
All right, well,
Squash.
listen. I was
Squash.
trying to kind of to add some
Squash.
texture to this discussion,
Squash.
but I apologize. I took us
Squash.
off the rails in the wrong
Squash.
direction, and
Squash.
You know
I'm very
what?
sorry.
The only thing getting
Squash.
like, what's
is-
not getting squashed is this fucking problem I've got with you, Bucko.
Oh,
That's right.
Ooh.
It's got fucking wrecked.
Whoa.
Well, now
Tom just hit you with.
let
a
me
3.
continue what I was saying. Okay, you can waste time during any other part. Okay, this is the
Squash,
headline
squash, squash.
story. This is what everybody's been waiting
People
for.
did say that they're gonna love these, and by people I mean you when you titled it
Squash.
this.
Squash. Squash salute.
When you and by you, I'm sorry, people are gonna love these, and by that I mean you when you titled this. And the title is Huge Lawsuit Updates. You're gonna love these.
A motion to quash.
Also, yeah, they're like, sorry, I was trying to make the show actually funny. I know.
There's a formal request to a court to declare a legal proceeding.
Anyways, I just wanted to show that to you guys because I was laughing my fucking ass off. Squash. Squash. Dude, he was so mad. He was so mad. Oh my god, dude. Squash. Squash. Oh my. All right, I'm done. Motion to squash. No, I'm talking about legal squash. No, these look like they can cross state borders. How dare they make jokes during a comedy podcast? I know, right? Don't they know comedy is illegal?
Free Palestine.
Unlike what Elon Musk might make you believe, that comedy's legal. Make comedy legal again. Or whatever he says. It is actually illegal. Oh, all right. Okay, all right. I just wanted you guys to enjoy that because I personally enjoyed the shit out of that, and I thought you guys might get some joy out of it. And so, I wanted to share it with you guys. I want to share it with you guys.
You are my best friend. You are the rent payer. You are the legend. Thank you, Ethan Klein. You are my best friend.